The story of St. Laurence of Brindisi.
Subscribe to our channel to receive more content like this.
Let me tell you the story of a man who used words, not weapons, and yet stood strong in the face of kings, armies, and even war. This is the story of St. Laurence of Brindisi, a humble priest who became one of the Catholic Church's greatest peacemakers and warriors, though he never raised a sword. He was born in the year 1559 in a small town in southern Italy called Brindisi. From the start, it was clear Laurence, whose birth name was Giulio Cesare Russo, was no ordinary child. He was smart, kind, and deeply spiritual. His father died when he was young, and his mother raised him with a strong faith. At just 16, he joined the Capuchin Franciscans, a branch of the Franciscan order, known for their simplicity and dedication to the poor. It was there that he took the name Laurence, after St. Lawrence the Martyr, and began a life that would change the world in surprising ways. Laurence had a gift: language. He could speak fluently in many tongues: Italian, Latin, Greek, Hebrew, German, Spanish, French. You name it, he probably knew it. This made him a powerful preacher, but not in a loud and thunderous way. No, Laurence didn't shout people into faith. He spoke with such compassion, clarity, and love that even skeptics were drawn to him. As a priest, he was sent all over Europe: Italy, Germany, Austria, Hungary, even parts of modern-day Czech Republic. Wherever he went, he preached peace, encouraged unity, and helped communities in crisis. He was so respected that he eventually became a leader in his order, and even served as an ambassador for peace between nations. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. In 1601, Europe was in the middle of serious conflict. The Ottoman Empire was expanding, threatening Christian territories in Central Europe. Austria needed help, and they turned, not to a general, but to a priest, Laurence. You see, Laurence wasn't just a man of peace, he was also a man of courage. He didn't believe faith meant staying quiet in the face of evil or danger. So he went with the Christian army, not as a soldier, but as their chaplain. Picture this: a battlefield, soldiers lining up in armor, and at the front, on horseback, holding nothing but a crucifix, is Father Laurence. No sword, no shield, just faith. The soldiers were nervous, outnumbered, outmatched, but Laurence gave a sermon so powerful, so full of hope and fire, that it inspired the entire army. They won the battle, and he didn't spill a drop of blood. His courage made him famous, but his humility kept him grounded. Even after the war, he continued his work as a preacher and peacemaker. In his later years, Laurence helped negotiate peace treaties, settled disputes between leaders, and still preached wherever he went. He lived simply, gave to the poor, and always kept his heart focused on God. But it wasn't always easy. Like many saints, Laurence faced criticism, exhaustion, and moments of deep struggle. Yet, through it all, he never lost sight of his mission, to bring God's love and truth to the world, even when it was inconvenient or dangerous. He died in 1619 while on a peace mission in Portugal. But his legacy, it lives on. In 1959, exactly 400 years after his birth, he was declared a Doctor of the Church, one of the highest honors for a Catholic saint. That title is only given to saints whose writings and teachings help people grow in their faith across generations. So, what can we learn from Saint Laurence of Brindisi? Well, he shows us that strength doesn't always look like force. Sometimes it looks like love, patience, wisdom, and the courage to speak truth when it's needed most. He reminds us that faith isn't weakness. It's the power to stand firm even when everything around us is falling apart. And maybe, most of all, Laurence teaches us that if we let it, our words, guided by love and truth, can be more powerful than any weapon. So, next time you feel small, or wonder if one person can really make a difference, think of a young friar from a little town in Italy who rode into battle with nothing but a cross and changed history. That's the story of St. Laurence of Brindisi. Thanks for listening.